Now that you have configured your project settings, you can start to distribute your stream via the share ID. Here is where you can create new share ID links. Once created, they will appear in your list of active links below, to be edited whenever needed. A share ID link is essentially a URL that grants access to view a specific streaming project. It's up to you how you manage your share IDs, whether you have a unique share ID link for each user that you send it to, or whether you have one master share ID for all users. Let's get started with creating your first share ID link. So firstly, we have the name. Here you can add an appropriate name for this individual share ID. You'll be the only person who sees this name, however. So let's just call it my share ID for the sake of the tutorial. Then we have the start and expire time. Here you can specify a time frame for when your share ID is active and accessible. So let's say it can last for 1 week, starting tomorrow. And then we have the maximum uses. You can specify the maximum amount of times this share ID can be used. Essentially how many times your stream can be accessed via this share ID link. Then we have the selected projects. Here you can specify which of your projects the share ID is linked to. So you can have multiple projects under the same share ID. Each project is then accessible individually via an extended version of the share ID, which directs the user to the specific project. This can be useful if you only want to manage one link for all of your streams simultaneously. Then we have the option to override the AFK module, as you saw in the other settings, allowing you to apply different AFK timeout settings relevant for this share ID only, rather than on the project itself, meaning this would override the AFK values that you've used in your project settings. Then we have the create button, so if you're happy with the settings, we can click create and add it to your active share ID list below. Now here you can manage your newly created share IDs. Notice that the settings you chose are also displayed here for quick overviews. With the tools available here, you can set your share IDs to be inactive. You can reactivate the previous IDs. You can copy the link to your clipboard to start distributing it around. You can delete this specific link, which will remove it forever. Or you can re-edit the settings that you've used for this link. Now you're familiar with the share IDs and you have your first project enabled, you can officially call yourself set up on Arcware Cloud IT. The only remaining task when the time comes would be to upgrade your subscription plan from trial to pay-per-use. Instructions on how to do this will be in the next video.